Oh, recording started. You nervous?
A little.
Excited?
I don't know.
All right, we're gonna see. Hello and welcome to Disney with the Ducks. I'm your host for tonight, Lonnie G, and I am joined by a very special guest. She's been on the show before, so you may recognize her. But we have Ire G. Ire G, how are you?
I'm very well, Lonnie G. How are you?
Better than I deserve. Thank you for asking. So, guys, excited to have Ire on the show. It's just the two of us tonight, and we have a very special show in regards to. I have some questions to ask her, and she has to answer. Okay, so before we get started, if you like what you hear, and we hope you do, please feel free to drop us a review and a rating on your podcatcher of choice. We love 5 stars. Look, any feedback you can want to give us about some potential shows, we'd like to hear that as well. We got the feedback that you guys wanted Gene off the show. Finally, we got Gene off the show. Took a while.
That's so mean.
took a while. Got him off the show. Jody B is on the treasure right now in the middle of the ocean. I'm thinking John is probably chasing one of his 5 kids. I mean, he has 5, so whichever one, just take a guess and you're probably right. Just guess their name. And at this point, Jeff, I think, is a figment of our imagination. So I don't know where he is, but perfect, because I have Ire G joining today to kind of rescue the show. So this is episode 228, Disney Superfan versus Wife. Okay, so give you a little bit of a background here. I'm the Disney superfan. I'm just going to put it that way. Okay, so I think we know that. Ire G basically tolerates Disney for me. But we do have some questions I want to ask her to see how well she knows Disney and how well I know Disney, right? So this will be across the board. So we're going to get started. Ire G.
Yes.
What was your first impression of Disney World before we met?
I had only experienced Disney once as a kid, and it was for a weekender trip. All I recall is just some of the rides, not the crowds or not all of the great things that they have now.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, one time as a kid, yes. And then now circle back, and now you're kind of like a Disney adult. Not really a Disney adult, but you now...
I am the Disney adult.
Okay, so now you're a Disney... Okay, so if you had to describe Disney adults in one sentence, what would you have said like years ago compared to now? So if you have to describe a Disney adult years ago before you started Disney, right? So to now, what would it be?
The Disney adults of old were probably a little more tolerant than the Disney adults of today. Patience wears a little thinner in Disney adults of today. But, my experience from back in the day wasn't, really centered around getting to know the ins and outs of the park or getting to know the type of crowds that were there. We were in, served our purpose, and then we were out. Now we're a little more leisure. So you have more opportunity to people watch. So you can tell a little bit more about people now than I could have back then.
Okay, good. Okay, so let me ask you this. Before meeting me, what did you think people did at Disney all day?
All day, all I thought was they rode roller coasters. That's all I knew.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So back then, how many parks did you think there were?
One. I thought there was only one park.
Okay, so you just thought Magic Kingdom. I guess the castle was, you just thought that was it.
That was it.
So all the other parks, nothing. You just...
Nothing. Not a clue.
Oh, okay.
Not a clue.
Okay. let me ask you this. Okay, so now you're living with a Disney fan.
Yes.
At what point did you realize that Disney wasn't just a hobby for you?
So we took our kids to Disney for the first time when they were 4 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason we took so long was because I refused the stroller parking lot.
Okay.
That was a nemesis to me. So my kids had to know how to walk and potty on their own and not have to bless the parents that have strollers.
Okay.
So the very first trip we went on as a family, and my youngest was 4. And we didn't really have a full concept about Disney because we had little kids and we were all about signatures and character lines and making sure we got to see every character that one of the kids desired. And I had 2 kids, but I had 3 kids because by the time we finished that trip, which was 21 years ago, my big kid surfaced a lot. My big kid surfaced. So by the time we got ready to wrap that trip up, I kind of knew that he was all in.
Okay, we'll take that. Okay. So what was your reaction when I said I wanted to take a solo Disney trip without the kids? What did you initially think?
You know what? I always want my husband to have what he wants. And so it was graciously granted, though I had absolutely no idea what he was really going to be doing until probably after the trip. I saw all of the preparation and things of that nature, but I didn't really have an idea of what the trip would be about other than he was going to run a race, and that was pretty much it.
So Run Disney event. All right, good deal. So you know what? We're going to transition to Run Disney. Okay?
Okay.
So why would anyone, to you, why would anyone pay to run 13.1 miles at Disney or 26.2 miles?
You know, I don't have an answer to that. I think you have to have a little bit of insanity to do it. However, my husband must really be insane because he's brilliant at the same time because he has convinced my daughter to do the same thing. If you see me running, I need you to run with me because we're going opposite everybody else. He has convinced her, and now she has the same passion. But I think it's a little bit more, it's their father-daughter thing. And so I let that go. I mean, you know, what am I going to say about that?
Okay. So have you ever thought that I was crazy for waking up at 2:30 in the morning to go run around Disney?
Absolutely. You know, my husband is so kind and generous to me. He asked me once, he's like, honey, you want to go to Paris? And I said, I would love to go to Paris.
No, wait, time out. That didn't happen that way. I'm going to correct this because there's some misperceptions. I'm going to correct what happened there. So
wow.
I remember saying that I was going to run a Run Disney race. It was another race coming up. And you said, okay, which because I got off on a tangent. So from 2016, I think I was just running like every Disney race, right? The only one I kind of didn't run was like Princess. I was going to the West Coast and back, and I didn't do Tinkerbell. I didn't do Princess because I was like, you know what? Those races are not for me. This is not right. So I remember telling my wife, I say, look, I'm going to run this Run Disney race, and you're like, oh, okay. And I think it was maybe 2.5 to 3 months before the race, because you had to register so far in advance. But it's like 2.5 or 3 months before the race, I remember coming to you, and you're in the kitchen, and you're sitting at the counter, and I said to you, I said, I think I'm going to leave on Tuesday for the race so I can get acclimated to the time change. And you said, and I remember you was like, oh, okay. And then you kind of looked at me because I think it's because when I talk to you, you don't really pay attention to me. So when I told you about the race, so I asked you, and you said, why do you have to leave on Tuesday for a 1 hour time difference? And I said, no, you don't remember the races in Paris. And that's when you're like, wait, what? And yes,
I am giggling because I do not recall that conversation.
That's what it was.
And
yeah, you recall. Now look, you might recall the back end of it, which was you looking at me like I had like 3 eyes, and you were like,
yes.
What? Paris? And I was like, yeah, I told you when I went to register for it. And you were like, you didn't tell me that. So it was like 10 minutes of us going round and round with me telling you I did tell you, and you're telling me I didn't tell you. So we're going like round and round. It was like you were like, you didn't tell me, and I was like, yes, I did. He was like, no, you didn't. I said, yes, I did. And it went like that. It really was like that for maybe 10 minutes. And finally, I said, babe, I told you that this was, and in Paris. And he was like, whatever. Then you said you might as well sign up and I'm going with you, and we need to go here and there. So it went from being just a weekend trip to a 2-week trip. That's how the Paris thing happened.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, because
is that the story you're sticking to?
Yeah, because that's the truth. Oh. Because So look, okay. So in Paris though, you did run your first Run Disney race there. You did the 5K.
I did.
Because now the 5K in Paris was different because it was Friday night. It was a night race. I think it started at 8 o'clock.
It was at night.
So, and I remember saying, hey, I have to run the 10K tomorrow morning. So we'll just go nice and slow. And then when they said whatever in French to leave, you shot out like a missile. And then you started running. And then I was like, I thought we weren't running. And you're like, no.
That's not quite how that went.
You didn't start running?
So I did start running. However, I am a chicken. And what I mean by that is that race is in the dark. And there are some points along the path that are a little darker than others.
Yeah, it was pitch black.
So I want to make certain that I'm not running over little people. I'm not running over adults who are walking. I want to try to get ahead of everyone else. So from the gate, I am out. And I'm like, come on, let's hurry up and get this done so we can go enjoy the park. That story did not go that way.
What part? The part of you taking off running?
That part is true.
And it was with
But how we got there, his version, mine is a little different.
No, your version was, I didn't tell you and you were not happy. That was the thing. So, okay, well, look, okay. When is your next Run Disney race?
My next Run Disney race is in January of 27.
There we go. So you're going to Marathon Weekend and you're going to run the 5K.
I am.
Okay, we're going to walk the 5K.
We're going to walk.
We're not going to run the 5K.
We're not going to run.
Yes. All right. So
I have a little FOMO, y'all. So he and my daughter are going. So why would I get left at home?
So last year was our daughter's second dopey.
Yes.
It was my sixth. But anyway, Katie's first dopey was in 2025. Yeah. 25, 26. So her first one was in 25. And it was our first daughter-daddy Run Disney trip.
Yes.
And then last year, I noticed Katie doing a lot of FaceTiming with Ire. And then now this year, she's like, well, I'm going. So I think it was the FOMO piece.
It was not.
But I tell you, it was, because literally, when it was time for registration, I said 5 dopies and I'm done. I remember saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But then Katie wanted to run another one, and I was like, well, I'm not going to let her run by herself. And then she wanted to run this one, so that's why we're running in 2027. 2028 is the anniversary year, so we're all set for that one too. So that's probably going to be the last one for me.
Okay, everybody, did you hear that?
Unless Katie does it.
28 will be his last.
Unless Katie's. Do you want our daughter to run by herself? Now, if she says, now I shouldn't say that because you're trying to convince her to not run.
I won't.
So as long as you don't try to convince her,
I think the ducks will take care of her. She decides to run by herself.
I don't. Yeah, but that doesn't work. Usually doesn't work that way because it's corrals you're dealing with. You got all a lot of stuff. Don't worry about that. We'll talk about that later. Okay, so to you, we'll keep going. What park is the most overrated?
To me, in my opinion, don't shoot me, no bad reviews. I think that would be Animal Kingdom.
What?
To me? Yeah. I mean, okay.
With Pandora? Now look,
it's one thing.
Okay, it did take a step back when Dinosaur R.I.P. closed.
Yes, that was my favorite ride though.
See?
Dinosaur was my favorite.
There you go.
They closed it because I enjoyed the ride. I love the little light thrill. It was fantastic. We could all get on at one time, sit on the road together. They closed it. So you
see, when I've told everybody that Dinosaur was the best ride ever, and
was.
Nobody believed me. Everybody was like, all other ducks. Oh, John, on my back, my chiropractor. Jean doesn't even know what Dinosaur is.
Oh,
Jody said she didn't like it.
It's Jean.
Exactly.
It's Jean.
Exactly. Okay, so which ride do you think, honestly, is the most boring at the parks? You're like, why are we on this ride?
Well, I know why we're on it.
Mm-hmm.
I know why we're on it, but it is pretty dull.
Okay.
What's the one that you get on it takes you through
Carousel? No, People Mover?
Yes.
You think People Mover is the most boring ride?
It is. I'm sorry.
Wow. We just lost like 3 listeners on that. People Mover is like an iconic ride.
People Mover is just for you to get your bearings back and get your breath and get a little bit fresh air. But there's,
look, there's no wrong answers except the Run Disney stuff you said. Everything else, you're good. Okay. Which snack do you think everyone pretends to like but don't like?
Dole Whip. I think it's just the popcorn is so much better.
Now look, I'm with you on the popcorn.
The popcorn is my favorite snack in any park. The popcorn, it's always consistent. It's always hot. It's fresh. The Dole Whip, if it's hot outside, it melts quick. It can be super sweet. You gotta chase it with some water, or you're gonna, if I'm gonna get some calories in, give me some popcorn.
Okay. Look, I'm with you on that. Everybody knows I love the popcorn.
Yes.
Did I ever tell you the story and I almost died because of popcorn? I was fighting for my life at
Did you
Dopey.
swallow corn?
No, we got sick. I think it was the popcorn.
Oh.
You remember that one where I really got sick?
Oh,
and I called you. I'm like, I was in the bed
Yeah.
for like 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah, popcorn.
Yes.
I was fighting for my life.
And he still ran the marathon being sick on the stomach.
Because I'm already there. I was already there. Okay. We have stayed on property and off property.
Yes.
On our trips.
Yes.
To you,
Yes.
on property, and this is before, DVC and all that, right? So before we had DVC, where now we just love staying on property, do you think, since you've been on property and off property, is staying on property or being in a Disney bubble actually worth it? Or is it best to be like off property and do other things?
Oh, it's so much better on property.
Okay.
It's so much better on property. I mean, you have easy access to everywhere you want to go. I mean, I know economics always take a part of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But when we go to Disney, and we have budgeted to where we're going to spend the money that we have brought with us to go to Disney. And do we think Disney is expensive? Depends on your perspective. But I love staying on property, especially now because we have little people. We have adults and little people. And so it's easier to travel with the little people than staying off sight.
Yeah. And I think, we brought our grandson to Disney when he was 2.
Yes.
And being on property, I think, makes a huge difference with the transportation. Him running the halls at Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
Heck, I mean, that's a core memory for me.
It is.
Right. And just feeling happy that I was able to give that to him. Now, he probably didn't remember, but we will bring him back.
Yes.
As well as his brother. So there you go.
And I know we said we had a no strollers rule, but remember, this little person has parents.
Yes.
And so we can bring the little people when the parents come.
Mm-hmm.
So because we as grandparents pop and do, we can disappear.
Yeah. So we do Disney. Do you think now that we do Disney more, has your approach to Disney changed? Before DVC. Okay, so I think everybody knows Animal Kingdom Lodge is our home resort.
Yes.
But we do like going to the other DVCs as well. But we can do Animal Kingdom, be happy. But now that you're a DVC member, do you think your Disney or Disney trip has changed for you?
Yes.
And how?
When we first took our kids, we stayed in
Pop. It was Pop.
Pop. Yes. It was 4 of us. And so it was a little tight.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed a long time. Mm-hmm. We had luggage galore. Mm-hmm. And we had young kids. Mm-hmm. And the room was really tight. Now that we have DVC, it's the home away from home. We can unpack, we can unwind, we can cook if we want to, we can go out if we want to. We're not bumping into each other. We have room to spread out and have our own space. And that I can't emphasize how much space really matters, because in Pop, whoa.
Now look, nothing against Pop. We love Pop. It's just, you like having a little bit more space.
I like space.
Like a kitchen. Usually
Yes.
when we go, we'll get, if it's both
Snacks.
of us, we'll get snacks. If our daughter comes, we do a 2-bedroom or 1-bedroom. We have a kitchen. You can do laundry. And you approach it a lot differently. I think, as we have matured in our Disney fandom, we just approach it differently, right? I always tell people if they come back, and I have friends that know that I love Disney, and they'll ask questions, and then they'll come back and they'll say, like, I need a vacation for my Disney vacation. And I'm like, if you need a vacation from your Disney vacation, I think you're doing it wrong.
Yes.
That's just me personally. And look, some people like rope drop to rope drop to park close.
Not me.
We don't do that.
No.
So we used to do that when we didn't have DVC, because when they were like, you go to Disney once a year, and then you're like, I have to get everything in.
Well, we didn't know better.
We didn't know better. So we were like, we got to maximize this vacation. The kids are tired. You hear the natural thing that your parents say is, stop all that whining. You know how much we paid for this. We were never we were never those parents, but we did laugh. We do people watch. So we do look at people and hear them saying that kind of thing. But
you got to think about it. When we first took our kids to Disney, I don't even remember what time of the year it was, because I do remember we had
I can tell you when
long
it was.
sleeves.
No, I could tell you. We didn't have long sleeves when we got there. We went for Thanksgiving break.
Oh, we did.
And the day we got there, it was beautiful.
Yes.
And the next night,
a
cold front came through.
Yeah.
And it was unexpected.
Yes.
And we had to buy like sweaters and jackets and hats
and blankets.
We literally had to buy some luggage to bring all the stuff back that we bought.
That poncho blanket, I still have it.
See, that's
I still have it.
That is
that
a classic.
Poncho blanket was a life changer. Trip.
See,
you're welcome.
It's a classic. It's a classic.
It is.
So that's how I remember, because I remember when we were leaving, it started to get warm again, like the day we were leaving, and people were coming in while we were checking out, and we were just like, this is just.
And now we have the luxury, if the weather changes, what is it that we have where you store your
Owner's
stuff?
locker.
We have an owner's locker, so
Yeah.
we can leave our stuff there and not have to worry about having to overpack the suitcase. And what we need is there.
Hmm.
And if we need to bring some things, we can and leave them. So I think the overall perspective of what we have now is way better. Um, I can remember that one particular night where the temperature was in the low 30s, and we happened to run into family
Yes, we did.
that trip.
Didn't even know they were down
Didn't
there.
know they were there. And one of the kids just asked me, "Can I cover my head under your poncho
Yeah,
blanket?"
because they didn't know either, right? So they didn't have, didn't have anything long.
They had
We
nothing.
bought, people that are there bought everything.
Yeah.
The cupboards were bare
Yes.
in regards to jackets and stuff. I mean, I had Disney jackets. I walked in and it was like, I'm not even looking at the price. I don't care how much this beanie is.
Give it here.
Give me this beanie. Give me these gloves. What's the thickest jacket you have?
Yeah.
I want it. And sweatshirts galore. I mean,
We still have that stuff.
we loaded up on that stuff. So, all right, good deal. So, look, let me ask you this: when am I the happiest
Oh my goodness.
at Disney?
On the way to the airport.
I am happy on the way to the airport. I am. That's I can tell you.
Oh, he is.
Mhm.
But he understands who he's married to.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows if he books a 5:30 a.m. flight, don't look for me to go to the park that day.
Mm-mm.
We're not going.
Mm-hmm.
You can go. I'm going to stay in the room.
You know, and I think that's the best thing about how we approach Disney too, because I can leave and go do something, and
Yeah.
you're okay with it.
Yeah.
And then I'll just tell you, catch me in this park or call me before when you get up and come. So I can get up,
Yeah.
get dressed, leave if I want to go like rope drop something, or do research for the podcast, or want to go do something. And then you'll just call me when you're up, usually about 10, and be
Yeah.
like, hey, I think I'm gonna head on over to the park. Where
Yeah.
are you? And then so it's different. That's different as well, because I think we give each other space to do what they want or to do what we want at Disney. So yeah.
And
Okay.
it's such a safe place. My first experience was allowing Caitlin, our daughter, to leave the room and go to the park by herself at night.
I remember that. That's probably like our 4th or 5th trip there.
Yeah. And I
And,
was a little nervous of letting my youngest child travel into a park with thousands and thousands of people and she being by herself. But she managed to get on the transportation.
She got in the transportation.
Went to the park, had a ball, rode the rides.
Because
called us.
we're at Hollywood. No, we were at, she got on there, we left the hotel and went to grab something to eat
Yes.
at Disney Springs. And she said, I want to go see the fireworks.
Yes.
So she went, now look, we did call and we tried to, you were saying, don't call her as much. So we kind of gave her some room to kind of explore herself. I think she was in 9th grade, maybe? I don't know.
Something like that.
Not even younger than that. I think it was younger than that.
But she did it.
But she did it and she got back to the room and then we were like, okay, cool, you're back.
Yes.
So very proud of her stepping out and kind of doing that for her first time. So what is something that you enjoy at Disney that you never thought you would enjoy and you never expected that you would like it?
Believe it or not, Flower and Garden Festival.
Okay.
I like-
Why?
I love to see what the craftsmanship of what they do with some of the topiaries there, how they stage them, and they are just so beautiful, and the colors and the gardens and the flowers, and going into the butterfly tent, and
Yeah.
just experiencing some of the great food that they have. And Flower and Garden is probably one of my faves. Didn't know it existed, but when we went for the first time, I really, really enjoyed just walking through Epcot and Magic Kingdom, looking at all the beautiful displays of the flowers, and it was fantastic.
Okay, good one. All right. So now I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions, right? So this will be, either or, right?
Okay.
And I
I'm
think
ready.
some of them we already talked about, but we're going to throw them in anyway because I have them on my list. Rope drop or sleep in?
Sleep in.
Roller coasters or shows?
Both.
You got to pick one. Roller coasters or shows?
Is this roller coaster in the dark?
It can be, yes.
Roller coaster.
Okay. Character meet and greets or skip them?
Skip 'em.
You skipping? All right. Dole Whip or Mickey Bar?
I just talked about the Dole Whip, so I'm gonna have to go with the Mickey Bar.
All right. Epcot or Magic Kingdom?
Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios?
Magic Kingdom.
Hollywood Studios or Epcot?
Epcot.
What is your favorite park?
Epcot.
Okay. Resort day or park day?
Both.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go on that one because we do usually take a park day too, so that's a hard one.
Well, we take a break. If we do a park day, we have to take a break when the temperature is a little warmer than what we would like. So we do both.
Okay, fireworks or leave early?
Fireworks.
Disney music in your car, yes or no?
Do I have little people in the car?
Yes.
Yes, Disney music.
Okay, and no, just you.
Probably, well,
Do you ever get tired of me listening to Disney podcasts?
oh my God.
Yes or no? Like when we're riding in the car, you get tired of that?
No, because I listen to some of the things that some of the podcasters talk about.
Okay.
Like, do they really do that?
Yes, they do. Okay, so this is the marriage test.
Oh.
You can't fail this one. If you do, we have issues. I mean, you have to reevaluate everything we know about each other and might have to start over. How long have you been married?
We're 29 years. What are you talking about? Start over.
I mean, if you fail this,
no.
I'm just saying. All right, here we go. If you plan one Disney day for me, what would it look like?
I'm going to have available upon his waking, all his clothes ready. I'm going to have a protein shake out of the freezer.
Love it.
And I'm going to let him rope drop. I'm going to get him lightning passes to all his favorites.
Yes.
Guardians of the Galaxy being one, Tron being another.
Okay, I'm park hopping. Yeah,
he's park hopping. So I would do that, and then probably around lunchtime I would meet him in Disney Springs for a little Polite Pig or a little Art Smiths.
Yes.
We'll do that. We'll have some nice. Are we having cocktails on this?
Well, yes.
Okay, cocktails for lunch. Come back in because cocktails and sun don't really mix. Let him cool off a little bit, and then go back in the park. Probably after it's cooled off, and grab a little snack inside the park and watch the fireworks, ride a couple of rides, and then let him come on back to the room.
All right, that's a good one. Okay, okay, we can go to 30. We can go to 30.
Oh,
good deal. We go to 30.
If that's what it takes to get to 30.
That's what it takes. Okay, so I need you to finish this for me.
Okay.
Disney is.
And this is you. Disney is one of the best experiences I have ever encountered in my adult life.
Okay. My husband at Disney is?
A kid that I have to control.
Okay. The most ridiculous thing about Disney is, and this is for you. So what do you think is the most ridiculous thing about Disney?
And that's a hard one. That's a hard one for me. The most ridiculous thing for me, you know what I'm going to do in terms of roller coasters and stuff like that. So I'm not that adventurous in terms of, if I can't see what's coming, I'm all in every day, all day.
Okay.
But if I can see it, probably not going to happen.
I thought you was going to say the most ridiculous thing is the cost now, but.
Oh, well, I was trying to be polite. We all know that that's a thing.
Okay, the most magical thing about Disney is?
When you're there, it makes you forget everything that's happening away from you. so you truly can embrace the Disney magic of when you're there.
Okay. Okay.
Surprised you, didn't I?
You did. You
Uh-huh.
did.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'll ask you this, and you can say, and you're going to answer for me. Okay. So,
Okay.
what is my favorite park?
I'm answering for you. Your favorite park is
Mhm.
probably going to be Magic Kingdom.
Okay. Okay.
Can you see that?
Well, it depends. I think my favorite park depends on the time of year I go.
Okay.
Okay, so love Epcot during the festivals because it's
Yes.
always the festivals, but
Yes.
Flower and Garden and Food
Yes.
and Wine during those times,
Mhm.
I think Epcot's my favorite. Um, January timeframe, Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
then other times in that Hollywood Studios, so it kind of fluctuates, right? It's crazy, I know. So, what is my favorite attraction?
I hear you talk about Guardians a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but because I think you're super excited for Encanto.
I am ready for that to open up.
So am I. I have to be honest. I can't wait for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I've not had the opportunity to do Tiana, but for you, I think it would be Guardians.
Okay, yeah, I like Guardians a lot.
Mhm.
I can only ride it once. No
Okay.
back to back. I rode it back to back before and kind of got
No.
queasy. Once though, I'm all for it. Okay.
Not doing it. Not doing it at all.
Oh yeah, you haven't ridden.
No,
You didn't ride it.
I did not.
You kind of like backed out on us, like when we got to the front of the ride.
It was not Guardians. It was Tower of Terror, and I eventually did it,
Mm-hmm.
but it took a lot of coercion
Mm-hmm.
for me to go on. But my husband does not help me. He knows. He doesn't help me. He knows I am. I don't have a problem with heights. It's the drop that I have struggled with. And so he knows that he's like, oh, honey, you're gonna do fine. You can handle it. You're gonna do great. You can handle it. You can do it. You can do it. And doesn't tell me, prepare yourself. And so I am there, and I just feel like my gut is coming through my mouth. Hate
I don't think it's that bad.
part.
Oh, okay. No. Okay, so what is my favorite resort to stay at?
Boardwalk.
I can see that. Yeah, I
Boardwalk.
really like Boardwalk.
It's
Even though
easy.
and it's and that's what I like about it. That is easy. I mean, is there a best one? I don't know. I mean,
I
I
think
do
you
like
Boardwalk or Polynesian.
I do like Polynesian a lot too. But I like Animal Kingdom Lodge. It depends on where we are. I
Well,
like
we have the boys. Yeah.
the boys, or if we're gonna do more of a resort stay, like if you say, Lonnie, we're gonna do 2 days at the resort and maybe our staycation at a resort.
Yes.
My staycation resort is Animal Kingdom Lodge.
But
Because you can do everything there. You can sit there and just watch the animals.
But we went to Alani, and I think if we were going to do a resort
Well,
vacation,
I'm talking about the world. You're right. Alani is different.
yeah.
So if I'm doing this, you're right. Alani would be my favorite if it's a
Yes.
staycation, like anywhere you pick.
Yes.
Alani is fantastic.
Yes.
You don't have words for Alani.
No,
it's
we
just
don't.
different. But if you're in Disney World, it'll be
Polynesian or Boardwalk.
Yeah,
Probably.
and-
I really like Boardwalk because I can go where I want to go. I love sitting on the water. We love the people watch. I mean, not that we're being weird about it or anything. We're not looking at you like that.
Are we? But are we?
Maybe a hair. But we just like and we are parents of adult children.
Mm-hmm.
So we love to see parents with little children when the little children are not very cooperative.
Yeah, because we went through that.
We've been there.
So now, since we survived it, I don't know. Is it survivor's remorse? I don't know. It's survivors laughing because it'll get better, y'all. But
it's
we
gonna
went
take a
through
little time.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, what is my favorite snack?
You can't have mine. But honestly,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I said popcorn because I really do.
No, I like popcorn.
But he likes popcorn. Probably more than anything else. He's not a big Dole Whip guy.
Mm-mm.
He might do some Mickey ears. But popcorn is probably going to be his favorite.
Yeah, you got it. What is my favorite race weekend? My favorite Run Disney race weekend for me.
Dopey.
Okay, so it's marathon weekend. Yeah,
Marathon weekend.
Yeah, okay. So, what is my dream Disney vacation?
Oh, this is really going to be mine, not his.
Mm-hmm.
I am all about cruising.
Okay.
Because in the line of work that I do, my phone doesn't work, which is the best thing ever.
Right. We do love a cruise, and I think a
Yes.
very good trip is a park and a couple of park days,
7 days.
and then the 7 day on the ship.
Yes.
So Disney cruises is all the Hey, look.
And if you've never seen him shake a martini, I have a photo.
Yeah. Hey, mixology. We're not saying that people should do the mixology course.
No, you shouldn't.
But we're saying that if you choose to, we think you're making the right decision.
Ask him what he did to me.
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't do that. You did that yourself. Okay, what's the one attraction that I'll never skip? Every time I'm in the park when we're together, I said we got to do this attraction.
One attraction that that's a good question.
Mm-hmm. I know. I got some good questions here.
Yeah. I can't answer that one. I don't know because you have Tron.
If I'm in Magic Kingdom, I'm going to do some Tron.
Tron.
I think each park has a different one for me, right? I mean, if I'm in Animal Kingdom, usually it's Flight of Passage because Dinosaur is gone.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
If I'm at Epcot, I like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Right. So.
But you can only do that one. But the one that I think you would probably ride over and over would be Seven Dwarfs.
Do love Seven Dwarfs in Magic Kingdom as well.
And what's the other one that's in
Hollywood Studios is Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance. Now I'll do that one each time.
Okay,
if it's working.
One.
But sometimes that bad boy takes off.
It goes on vacation.
It goes on vacation. Everybody needs a vacation.
Yeah.
So well, that's it, Ire G. You have survived the questions.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? You feel you're good? Your Disney knowledge is on top? Good?
I don't know about that, but
you ready to like be a permanent podcast? Disney podcast? You want to just boot Gene off?
I'll take Gene's spot.
Yeah. You probably bring more to the table than Gene. So if you guys, like I said, loved Ire G, thank you for joining me tonight.
You're welcome.
So if you guys love what you hear, like we said, please feel free to come join us on the socials. We're on Facebook at Disney with the Ducks. We're on Instagram at Disney with the Ducks. And until next time, so you have to say Kwaharini. That's goodbye.
Kwaharini.
There you go. Goodbye, everyone. All right, baby, you survived. Proud of you.